Saga Raja asks courts to summon the Home Minister as a witness. DMK chief, however, tactfully backs the Home Minister. Captain Vijaykanth to sail with the CPM comrades for the civic body elections. Congress to announce the list of candidates tomorrow. The battle for Chennai Mayor's post is heating up. Incumbent M. Subramanian and key challenger Saida Doraisamy file nomination papers. DMK steps up the ante against the treatment of jailed party leaders, cites human rights violations. Nothing. After making fresh record highs, gold prices cool off. Prices fall by over 7.5%. And a city-based techie plays the Good Samaritan. After locating a bag full of gold, the software engineer hands it over to the cops. And in an NDTV Hindu exclusive, we get to you the lead duo of Eran Anivu in a special.
Before shoot, morning and after pack up, I had this opportunity to practice with some Vietnamese people and some Chinese people. They learned those techniques particularly for this film, and it's not what is happening now.
Very good evening. You're watching Late Night News with me, Ashmit. Let's also take a look at top stories that are coming in from across the country. Police claim to have cracked the murder of toll attendant Umesh Pandey in Gurgaon. 2 men have been arrested. Police say both have confessed. Raj Bala critically injured in police lathi charge at Ramdev's fast protest dies after nearly 4 months. Will Goa Chief Minister Digambar Kamath and several ministers in the Congress-led government be the next to go in a mining scam? The Gujarat State Governor Kamla Beniwal asks Modi to explain the expenditure incurred on Sadbhavna mission event. And Bollywood's Lagan now features in the Time magazine's list of 25 greatest sports films. Well, first up this hour, CBI has filed a fresh application in the trial court seeking addition of fresh charges against Raja, Behura and Chandolia for criminal breach of trust by a public servant. Now, punishment for this can range from 10 years to life imprisonment. Now, the CBI is looking to strengthen its case by slapping new and stronger charges on the accused. Now, under the charges levelled earlier, the maximum sentence was 7 years. Well, meanwhile, arguing for himself, A. Raja said in court that Chidambaram signed all the documents related to the spectrum allocation. He, however, clarified that he is not calling P. Chidambaram an accused in this case. He also said that he asked the court to call Chidambaram as a witness. He, however, insisted that it was the court to decide if it wants to call the Prime Minister as well. Now, Raja also trained guns at the BJP leader Jaswant Singh, saying that in 2003, it was the group of ministers headed by Jaswant Singh that decided against auctioning of spectrum. Raja argued that he too needs to be questioned. Well, in response to this sensitive issue, in fact, the DMK chief was seen responding this evening. Karunanidhi said, and I quote, "I do not want to attribute motives to the CBI stand on Raja and others." And importantly, he said that this is a legal issue. Now, Karunanidhi importantly also backed tacitly Chidambaram. He said that he will not support any move to unseat any union minister from the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, Karunanidhi went on to add that they are trying their best for an early bail for Kanimuri. He also said, and I quote, that I will definitely meet Sonia Gandhi after court issues are over, unquote. Well, meanwhile, the DMK spokesperson TKS Elangovan too took a carefully charted route in articulating the party's position on these sensitive issues.
As the CBI is now incorporating this criminal breach of trust against Raja, how do you look at that?
We don't know why. I have not gone into it, and I don't know what reasons were given for adding a new section and a CRPC section in this case. Without going into the documents put forth by CBI, I have no comments to make right now. But the argument so far was in favor of the accused. That much I can say.
After 7 months, this kind of a development, do you think there could be some motive behind that?
Yeah. This is not proper for the CBI to add one more section after 7 months, and after arguments, preliminary arguments are all over on the original charge sheets, both the charge sheets. I don't know why the CBI chose to add one more section of CRPC in this case.
The thinking in the legal circle is that in terms of severity, this could result in life sentence?
See, it is not a question of severity. There are two things. One is the licensing, method of licensing. The other is that if there is any kickback. So that is the question with regard to this. So this section 439 is about some criminal breach of trust. I don't know how the CBI is going to establish their case in this regard.
Sir, Mr. Raja also has sought inclusion of Mr. Chidambaram as a witness. And do you think that's very crucial at this stage?
Definitely. The charge includes that he had not consulted the finance ministry. Now that some of the documents released recently states that he had already consulted the finance ministry and he had got the finance minister's nod. I think it is crucial.
Well, in other developments now, after targeting the land grab offensive and the arrests, the DMK has now tactfully shifted focus to the treatment being meted out to the jailed leaders. Now, in a strongly worded statement, the party slammed jail authorities for allegedly violating the human rights of jailed party members. And the DMK fired off a petition to the President, the National Human Rights Commission, the Governor and the State Secretary. Now, the party demanded immediate intervention to prevent what they called rampant abuse of power. The Dravidian heavyweight charged that the party members were being ill-treated, lodged in an inhospitable environment and being disallowed life-saving medicines. Now, senior DMK leaders and former ministers such as Veerapandi Armugam, K.N. Nehru, K. Punmudi, KPP Sami and KKP Raja, besides J.N. Baragan and Sandra Pandian, have been arrested in crackdown launched by the AIADMK government on land-grabbing charges. Now, the government on its part has maintained that the police forces are upholding the law by cracking down on complaints from people with no political affiliations.
Today, Mr. Karunanidhi also has written to the Human Rights Commission complaining about the way DMK leaders are being treated in prisons across the state. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the senior party district secretaries and former ministers and MLAs were treated badly in the prisons now. Even the cases are false cases foisted against them. Civil cases turned to criminal cases with bogus charges. And the treatment meted out by them in the jails is inhuman. So we wanted that the Human Rights Commission to intervene and see that the grievance of the people who are in prison, the DMK senior members who are in prison, should be made set right.
Now, in other political developments, after the fallout with the AIADMK over the seat-sharing formula, the CPIM has now decided to fight the local body elections while partnering the DMDK. Now, Vijay Kant, who too had a fallout with the ruling party over mayoral seats, had earlier announced that his party will fight the elections alone. However, he has now arrived at a compromise formula with the CPIM. Now, just for some perspective, the DMDK had been demanding 4 mayoral seats out of 10. However, according to the DMDK, the party was sidelined as the AIADMK unilaterally announced a list of 10 candidates. Now, meanwhile, the left allies of Amma too were unhappy over the location of seats. In fact, in the last meeting with the AIADMK, the left parties had staged a walkout.
Our party state committee met today and decided to have electoral understanding with the DMDK in the coming local body elections. Because of the unhelpful attitude of ADMK leadership, we could not arrive at a settlement with the ADMK. While negotiations going on, they released the list of candidates, we objected to it. They continued to release the list of candidates, we objected to it. And also, they refused to allocate constituencies, which we won in the last 2006 local body election. So, because of their attitude, we are not able to arrive at an amicable settlement with the ADMK. Then we have decided to go for understanding with the DMDK.
Well, humming the tune of confidence, the TNCC is eyeing the top posts while choosing the contest alone. Now, in a meeting that finished late this evening, we have learnt that the party will release the first list of candidates tomorrow. Now, the discussion over election strategies and possible candidates lasted for a large part of the day. In fact, the meeting was presided over by KB Krishnamurthy, party in charge in Tamil Nadu, It also featured prominent leaders such as Tangabalu, G.K. Vasan, Jayanti Natarajan, E.V.K.S. Elangovan and Kumari Anandan.
We discuss everything in detail. Every district proposals are being placed before the hyper committee, coordination committee, and we discuss each and everything.
For each post we have a lot of competitors. That's the problem.
That's why we are discussing, and we are clearing. Almost we have cleared 7-8 districts up to now. Tomorrow we will release it.
Meanwhile, the battle for the top post, the Chennai mayor, is heating up between the two leading contenders. Sajid Doraisamy, the AIDMK candidate, today filed his nomination papers. Now the ruling party, according to political experts, is expected to rally support around the leader through his image as an educationist, empowering dreams of civil service aspirants. Well, meanwhile, from the DMK stable, Mayor M. Subramanian will be looking to ride high, stomping down on the anti-incumbency wave. Now, Mr. Subramanian filed his nomination papers today. Analysts say that the incumbent would be betting on votes in support of his performance. Now, analysts also say that after the expansion of the city limits, the addition of 42 local bodies and 17 lakh voters will play a decisive role in shaping the poll outcome. In just a short bit from now, the Director of Revenue Intelligence makes a multi-crore rupees bust at the Chennai port. We bring to you more details about that bust in just a bit. Keep watching.